Greetings, lovely citizens in beautiful city of Lorville. I am in 4.0.1 PTU today, and we have a new sneak peek regarding the upcoming salvage ship Misc Fortuna. Thanks to Guardian for newest video about Misc Fortuna. Go watch it. You can find it in the link to the video in the pinned comment. And today I will try to guess for who this ship will be for. And most importantly, I will compare it to Drake Vulture. We will see in the future if my predictions will be accurate. What do we know about Misc Fortune? The ship will be about the same size as Misc Prospector we see here in Lorville. It will have a great visibility from the cockpit, the same cockpit like in Prospector to be honest, and it can be seen in the picture from the sneak peek with reduced distortion. This picture is from Reddit. Very similar silhouette and very similar cockpit to the Misc Prospector. We can see external RMC dispensers, only one salvage head, relatively high landing gear, and on the sneak peek from CIG weekly update, we can see the external cargo grid and this dispenser. We know that it will be on the both sides, which give us another sneak peek. So in total we will have 12 SCU in external cargo grid probably, but this cargo grid looks very specific. Look at this, like some type of moving parts. We have here this belt, probably from the dispenser is coming out one SCU of RMC, snapping here, and can be transported here or on the next cargo grid module. And we have 6 cargo grids here on the left side of the ship. But in an interior picture we see this cargo grid from inside of the ship. We have access to this. This is little bit weird in my opinion. I don't know how it will be working, if it will be mechanical cargo grid, automatic cargo grid, I don't know, maybe. It looks like. Here we have also another access point, so I'm sure that we will have 2 the same cargo grids in each of the sides of Misc Fortuna. The sneak peek from the inside of the ship shows that the cargo grid is visible from the inside as well. I don't know if the mechanical elements of the cargo grid will also carry RMC inside. If not, the visible access to the grid from inside on the picture would make no sense. Some things tell me that the amount of RMC on both sides will give us total of 24 SCU, 12 on the one side and 12 on the other, plus RMC in the buffers. The silhouette of the ship from CitizenCon tells us that there will be 2 entrances to the ship, a side one, like in the Prospector, and a rear elevator. By the elevator you can see a box. I think this is 1 or 2 SCU box, which suggests that we will also be able to take a small amount of cargo at the back by the elevator, or at least a storage box for FPS items. This is a good news for anyone who wants to maximize the amount of RMC stored in this ship. Alright, here we have Drake Vulture, and I want to talk a little bit about pros and cons of Misc Fortune and compare it to the Drake Vulture. Let's discuss one similarity between these two ships. And of course, I am talking about interior because Drake Vulture is still a relatively new ship and have, to be honest, gold standard interior. This is very nice ship to have if you like off-gridding, if you like immersion. We have here, of course, toilet, access to the components, everything is physicalized. We have bed, we have nice and big storage. Maybe not so big, only 650k micro SCU. So Vulture didn't have a buff to the storage locker in 4.0. For now, I think it will have a buff, but we have also 12 SCU of cargo grid on the lower deck. We have armor locker, weapon rack, another component access, and something like a kitchenette or something like this. So fully functional living interior is in the Drake Vulture, which will be probably the same in the Misc Fortune. I don't know if Misc Fortune will be single player ship or maybe will have 2 bunk beds or something like this. In my opinion, if we're talking about utility, the living space in each of these ships will be very similar, but if you like more modern, more polished and little bit more luxury interior, you will probably choose Misc Fortune. For me, Drake style is very good and very immersive, but it's me. Probably most players like interior, for example, in the Mirai Guardian much more than in, for example, Drake Cutter. But okay, let's talk about pros and cons. Pros. Misc Fortune will be probably more compact size, which will make this ship a better choice for people who want to carry their salvager in, for example, Polaris. It is possible that Fortune will be also fit in the other ships like Drake Ironclad. If it's the same chassis as Prospector, Misc Fortune will have size 2 shield, not 3 size 1 shields like Vulture, which will not only provide better protection, but also better power management. This is very important. I have a problem to reach full power to the shields and relatively high power to the weapons and engines when I am using Vulture. Maybe I show you this. Okay, here we have power management system in the Drake Vulture. This is standard loadout. I try to turn off one cooler, lower power input in the second one. Maybe it's good idea to change this cooler for single size 1 stealth cooler instead of 2 industrial ones. For now, of course, because when proper engineering will be in-game, coolers will become more important than this time. What I can do, to be honest, I need these salvage beams, so I can't turn it off. I can place another 2 pips to the shield generator. I always want to have full shield, so this is 3 industrial size 1 shields. And as we see, I have only 1 pip to the weapons, 1 pip to the engines and full power to the shield, and only 2 pips in 1 cooler. So this is pretty bad. I really need to buy other shield generators, better power plants to use this ship like I want in 4.0. Prospector have only one size 2 shield, so you don't need so much power to the shields to have full power to the shield generator. So, in my opinion, Misc Fortuna also will have one size 2 shield, and this is much better loadout than multiple smaller shields. Okay, another thing. Easier access to the RMC from outside will help with unloading Misc Fortune, especially when you are playing in party with other players. One player's unload starboard side, the other player will unload port side, and you don't make it harder for yourself by taking crates from one cargo hold. Misc Fortune will have probably more SCU of RMC to carry than in Vulture. In my opinion, at least 24 SCU on grid, which is a huge plus. We don't know yet how many RMC will fit in buffers. In my opinion, 6 in each of the buffer, which will give a total of 36 SCU of RMC. Of course, a very skilled player can ram even more into the Vulture, so I am transporting in total 32 or 33 SCU of RMC in Vulture if I place lot of crates off grid, but considering the Misc Fortune elevator, we will be able to put even more, because we will have 24 SCU on the grids, 12 SCU in the buffers, and couple SCU in the interior using elevator. If I'm right, Misc Fortune would have also an automatic cargo grid, and unloading RMC will be much faster and easy than in Vulture, because in Vulture you need to go down and unload everything by hand. Another thing, visibility. Fortune having the same cockpit as the Prospector will have better visibility than in Vulture. Visibility in Vulture is not so bad, but as we see, these big salvage arms are obstructing a little bit a view from the cockpit. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about cons. Lack of weapons. I don't see any weapon in this picture, which means Fortune has no guns probably. Vulture only has 2 small guns, but they are very useful, for example for fighting smaller PvE targets, as well as for destroying abandoned ships before obtaining construction materials, or for opening hatches to abandoned ships. I know that many players believe that industrial ships don't need weapons, but in my opinion even one size 1 gun is very useful, because you don't have to leave the ship and waste ammunition to open the hatch of, for example, Connie that you want to scrap. Another thing, only one salvage head, visible here and visible here as well. And this is official footage from the CitizenCon. This makes Vulture, with its 2 sets of salvaging heads, simply work faster, which is extremely important, at least for me. Vulture can use 2 aberrate modules at once. It has a very functional tractor beam. In addition, sometimes in accident, the salvage module can break down. Then Vulture can finish salvaging with the second working module. Next thing, elevator instead of the classic cargo ramp. Vulture have the classic cargo ramp, which makes it more universal. It can carry vehicles, components, cargo boxes of various sizes. It can carry also cargo boxes off-grid, and if you really want, you can also create here a little bit a dining room inside of the Vulture for you and for your crew members, and have a good time. Of course, this is a joke. I think almost no one want to waste time like me here, placing all of this furniture in the Vulture. But you know, the standard cargo grid in the cargo storage like this with a ramp, in my opinion, is much better than any cargo elevator or external cargo grid. Conclusion: Misc Fortune will be a better choice for players playing in parties or salvaging RMC in safe stand-on areas, based mainly on panels, not ships, because panels are much faster to scrap. The greater amount of RMC it can carry makes Misc Fortune more specialized salvager. Vulture will be better for solo players who want to shorten scrapping time. It will also be more versatile choice that can do not only salvage, but can also be a convenient daily driver, combining the advantages of an industrial ship, bunker runner, vehicle transport, and light hauler for hauling missions, because we can slap here different sizes of the boxes. My choice is very obvious. As a Drake fan and mostly solo player, I would rather want to use Drake Vulture. I like these two salvage heads, which makes Drake Vulture faster salvager, and I like also versatility of Drake Vulture, because playing solo is very important to have some variety of functions. I like also this open cargo bay with convenient ramp. It allows me to transport various vehicles, various box sizes, and even weapons and components from other ships. I don't know if Misc Fortune will have the same option to store here, for example, size 4 guns from other ship and transport it to the space station or city to outfit your own combat vessel. But still, I am very excited for the Misc Fortune. I want to test it. I want to use it for a while. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe Misc Fortune will become my new favorite industrial ship, because right now Vulture is my favorite. And because Misc Fortune is very similar to the Misc Prospector, I think this is great opportunity to little rework for this great solo mining ship. Right now, interior of Misc Prospector is, to be honest, pretty rough and outdated. We still don't have access to the components and access to the any storage, and we have here the sign storage. Here is another one, but it's very dark right now in this ship. So I hope Misc Prospector will have a little upgrade when Misc Fortune will arrive in the game. So let me know in the comment what do you think about Misc Fortune, and what do you choose between Fortune or Vulture. Which is your choice? Of course, this video and my predictions are mainly speculative, but I hope you enjoy this material. So if you like this video and if you like this channel overall, please consider subscribing. It will help me a lot. And if you want to become a fuel supplier to this channel and help this channel to grow, please check out pinned comment. That's everything for today. As always, have a great day and bye bye.